Welcome back to Adelante Chicago. As you can see, we have stepped into the Goodman Theater where they have a special production, a novela actually. It's called Destiny of Desire, and I am joined by the two lead actresses in that show. We've got Esperanza America, who plays Esperanza, and then also Ella Saldaña North. Both of you coming in. Thank you so much for doing that.
Thank you.
All right, so we're right here on stage, which is awesome. What is it like to do a novela, right, which is a traditional Spanish show, to do it on stage? What's the difference?
It's really fun. I mean, there's always something happening, like it never gets stale. You know, sometimes you do a play and like you're doing it over and over again. This one is like you're on a train and you got to get on it, and if you don't, you're gonna get lost.
Yeah, and it's so high energy, right? Because novelas are very dramatic and very big, so I imagine it's got to be really fun. How did this whole idea come about to bring a novela on stage?
I think it was the playwright Karen Zacarias. It was her idea because she had experienced this sort of bias when she was presenting works. Well, she's a Latina playwright, and so she was presenting works that were getting told by critics, oh, if there's a very emotional scene or something like that, they would call it a telenovela.
Or melodramatic.
Kind of.
So she decided to play off of that.
She decided to own it and say, if they want a telenovela, I'll give them a telenovela.
Okay, so good idea. So what has the reaction been like? How are the reviews? From everything I've read, very good.
Well, we try not to read them.
Okay.
But it's been surprising that like most audiences have really enjoyed it. You know, I think it's something that people haven't experienced at the theater before. So they come in like, what is this? And then once they get like sucked into the story, they really enjoy it, and people are just like, we love cacklers and like people like talking.
Do people play along? People in the audience?
And we love it. It's the best. We're like, come to the show and yell and like laugh and clap, stand up, do whatever you want.
And so is there the music, you know, that traditionally we would see in a telenovela where it's very dramatic music and stuff like that?
The whole play is underscored by Rocino Serrano, who's a composer from Mexico, who actually has experience scoring films, and so it's seamless though. So sometimes you forget that he's there, but
he's actually on stage playing the piano
the whole time.
Yeah. I don't want you to give too much of the plot away, but basically it is what are you guys sisters in the show?
No,
you're not. Okay,
no.
Tell me a little bit of it.
It's a rainy and stormy night in Rica, Mexico. That's the first scene, and two babies get switched at birth, and one gets raised in a poor family and one gets raised in a rich family, and then 18 years later somehow
they come together. That is a plot line of a good novela. I do have to say that.
Yes,
I do have to say that. The cool thing is that you have taken this show to other places. So I mean, we're watching it here in Chicago, but they've seen it in LA as well.
And in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So in LA, it's a co-production with the Goodman, so it's almost the same production. The director really likes to like work and add more to the show every time we do a new production, so it gets better and better, which is awesome for us since we've been doing it for so long, and it doesn't get old. And it's way different from when we did it in DC. There's been a lot of rewrites.
Are there plans to take it anywhere else at this point?
Yes.
Do we know? Okay.
It's going to go to the Oregon Shakespeare Festival in Ashland, Oregon next year.
Yes.
Okay. You know, one of the cool things that I definitely want to talk to the both of you about is that within the Latino community, a lot of times we're not coming out to see shows at the Goodman or at bigger, you know, downtown theaters like this. And I'm wondering if this is a way to get people to come out and enjoy some of the culture and some of the great stuff that we have to offer in Chicago or LA or some of these other places.
We definitely hope so. I mean, it feels like there are more Latinos here in the audience than we have ever experienced with the show at all. So I think people are actually coming, and the Latinos that do come to the show really love it and you know, connect with it. We always have Latinos at talk packs and stuff say like, oh my God, this is my childhood or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
So.
because a lot of us grew up watching telenovelas. I know I did. My favorite one, La Mentira, just so everybody knows. That is my favorite one. That is my favorite one. And so for the both of you, what else is in store other than this show? I know you've got sort of big plans. Tell us a little bit about yourselves. Who wants to start? Ella, you want to start?
Well, I don't have
any plans right now. Okay.
My plan is to go back home and take a vacation.
Yeah, after this, you've been very busy. You've been very busy.
It's you know, I mean, once we're doing the play, it is a lot of fun, but the process of the rehearsal and taking the show and doing preview, like we do rehearsals in the morning and then previews at night and then notes, and then it's pretty
a
grueling.
whole day. It's like a 9-to-5 job. And
yeah, you were saying you haven't even had a chance to enjoy
Not
Chicago.
9 to 5. Try 12 to 12.
Yeah. Well, we wish you ladies the best of luck. We're excited. You know, we've got our own telenovela at WGN. I don't know if you've heard of this, but we could learn from you. We could learn from you. So we're hoping to take some pointers. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And the show runs until April
16th.
Okay, and you can get tickets by going to the Goodman Theater website and find out a little bit more about that. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, when we come back here on Adelante Chicago.